Okay, the skies, we take flight. ATC guides us, keeping us in sight. With their signal, we make our way. Safe and sound, just like every day. Through the clouds, we soar so high. ATC's guide us, never say goodbye. Guiding us through storms, keeping us steady. Their voice in our waves, we're always ready. ATC on deck, they hold the key, making sure we're where we need to be. They navigate the skies with precision and care, guiding us through the air, always aware, always aware.
Well, hello my friends and welcome to Siggy Air. I am back. I am kind of barely back. I've been sick for a while and haven't been able to post anything into my channel for a while, but I wanted to do this particular video as Beyond ATC has come out. It came out on May 4th. I've been using FS Hut for a while. I have plenty of videos on FS Hut. It was $20 when I got it, and it's really a good value for the money. But now that we're getting the next generation ATC add-ons here, and I've been using Sayintentions.ai, and I have to for the record, I am an affiliate for Sayintentions, and by the way, if you want to get a trial, 24-hour trial and check it out, check on my link on the description, and that will take you there, and that will help my channel. I have to clarify a couple of things, as I've seen a lot of videos on a Beyond ATC coming out, saying Beyond ATC the next AI product out there for ATC, and Beyond ATC is not a fully AI driven system. Beyond ATC is a scripted service like FS Hut. What they have added for AI are the voices and the speech recognition. So the only AI based ATC services that fully utilizes Chat GPT-4 is Sayintentions.ai. I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison here on this particular flight, and we're going from Aguadilla, Puerto Rico to Luis Muñoz Marine Airport in San Juan, and hopefully I can highlight some of the differences here between one service and the other. Now I'm hoping that this will go okay, because I'm going to have to manage two different ATC services and perhaps a different set of instructions and so on and so forth. Now I've used Beyond ATC a couple of times on single flights, and I want to be fair, because there were some issues with speech recognition, and there was an issue with recognizing my bindings for triggering the communication. Now that happened after one particular update, and apparently it's fixed now on the following update here for Beyond ATC. So I'm gonna start both of them. All right, so it looks like it updated okay, and it's going to log into my account, and I'm just gonna click on flight.
Beyond ATC connected.
Doesn't seem to have any issues, so I'm going to start Sayintentions.ai, and we don't have an update for them, so that will be good. So we have side-by-side windows here, and I'm just going to highlight the differences here. So the layout for Beyond ATC just gives you the basics here. You can do an auto response and auto tune and all that. If you wanted to see the frequencies for this particular airport, you can go ahead and click on the headphone icon and I'll show that to you. Also, you can go to the options menu here and set up some of the general options and all of that, and you can set up your key bindings here and all that, and you can then use the voices that you want. Now I'm going to go back to premium voices just to kind of show you the premium voices, and we'll talk a little bit about the usage here and a couple of things that you need to be aware of when you use the premium higher cost voices here. All right, so on Sayintentions.ai, we have the layout here where you can see the frequencies right in front of here on this window. It's very useful. In both of them, you can go ahead and click on and select the frequencies that you want your radio comm to tune into. So both of them, you don't have to go into the actual radio and do that. Both of them, you can just select it from here. Both of them are on a pre-release. Beyond ATC is early access, and Sayintentions.ai, it's on a pre-release beta. They're still working on issues, especially IFR arrivals and approaches, and ground handling taxi instructions they're still working on those. And you'll see some of that here. So they're making progress here on Sayintentions.ai. So every day that I fly, I find that the improvements in taxi handling and IFR approaches. All right, so let's get this started. Let's get into the TBM and get it going, get our ATIS. And all right, so let's get started with Beyond ATC. And let's see how, I think that, hopefully it should be the same ATIS, but I've done this before in trying to set it up and it gives me different ATIS. So, for example, ATIS is 118.325 on Sayintentions, and ATIS is 118.320. Now, if I put in that frequency here on the comm, it doesn't work for Beyond ATC. If I put in this frequency, it works. So since we're starting with Beyond ATC, I'm just gonna hit here and it automatically will switch into that ATIS. Actually, both
Airport information November 1650 Zulu. Wind 060 at 11, visibility 10. Temperature 30. Dew point 24. Altimeter 299er5. Landing and departing runway 08. Advise on initial contact, you have information November.
All right, we have information November.
Rafael Fernandez Airport information November 1650 Zulu. Wind 060 at 11, visibility 10. Temperature 30. Dew point 24. Altimeter 299er5.
All right, we got November on Beyond ATC. Let's switch this to ATIS for Sayintentions.
WO4 QNH1014 arriving and departing runway 8. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested.
We have information November.
Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery on 120.875. Advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray.
All right, November and X-ray. And QNH is 1014. Now let's go to, we are on clearance delivery here on 128.7. It says 870 and it should be 875, but we'll chalk it up to other issues. So let's so in Beyond ATC, as you can see, whatever is available here on this bottom left box is what you can request. So if it's not here, if it's like say you have you're requesting a squawk, they will come back to you says that they can't understand your request. So it's important that you understand that and not request anything that's not here, because it's gonna get frustrating as it's not we don't understand your request, and it keeps using premium voice because you're set it up for premium voice for the a controller. So you can either do that on request yourself, or you can just use the menu here like you would on, like, for example, FS Hot or other ATC services, or even the default service for a Microsoft Simulator. All right, so let's do that. And it says we have information November. We got Rafael Hernandez clearance delivery, TBN 1123 at Rafael Hernandez Airport. With information November, we would like to pick up our IFR to Luis Munoz Marin.
TBM 1123, Aguadilla clearance, information November, correct. Cleared to Luis Munoz Marin Airport. Radar vectors Pueblo, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.7, squawk 4321.
Cleared to Luis Munoz Marin Airport, radar vectors to Pueblo, and then as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency on 135.7, squawk 4321, TBN 1123.
TBM 1123, read back correct. Contact tower 124.905 when ready for start or taxi.
Contact tower on 124.95 when ready for taxi. Thank you. So the other thing that I wanted to make mention is that both of these services will connect to your SingBrief account and will read your current flight plan, and that's how they know where you are and what the flight plan is going to be. So let's go and Sayintentions, and let's see what they have to say. Aguadilla clearance, TBN 1123 at Rafael Hernandez Airport. With information X-ray, we'd like to pick up our IFR to Luis Munoz Marin. So yeah, here Sayintentions.ai takes the longer because they have to process everything through chat GPT, goes in there, process the request, and then comes back to you.
TBM 1123, Aguadilla ground cleared to Luis Munoz Marin. After departure, fly radar vectors to BQN, then as filed. Departure runway 8, initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 121.7, squawk 3734.
All right, so cleared to Luis Munoz Marin after departure, flight radar vectors to Borinquen, then as filed. Departure runway 08. Initial climb to 4,000, departure on 121.7, squawk 3734, TBN 1123. Now this is a little bit different from Beyond ATC, and we also have
TBM 1123 readback correct. Expect runway 8. Report ready for taxi.
we'll expect runway 8 when ready for taxi. Thank you. So we have a different squawk for each of them, so that's going to create a problem. So what I'm going to do, and also we have different frequencies here. We'll try to do our best here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and this is one to highlight one of the advantage here for Sayintention in terms of being, you know, AI driven, is that I can come in and say to them, clearance, I have a problem with my transponder. Could I request squawk 4321?
PBM 1123 squawk 4321.
Thank you. So you see the flexibility here is great. I couldn't do that with Beyond ATC. It's just would not allow me to make any other request than like a radio check right now. So we're going to squawk 4321. We'll ident that, and we're going to pick up our flight plan here very quickly. So my flight plan both reflects Sayintentions and Beyond ATC. Sayintentions going to Borinquen, and then Beyond ATC having Pueblo on the airway here. All right. So both of them that, you know, initial climb to 4,000, then Beyond ATC says 7,000 after 10 minutes. Let's see what Sayintentions.ai has to say later on. So let me request then taxi from Beyond ATC, and we have to go to their departure frequency, and then as you can see, once it's in this menu, you can make that request. Aguadilla ground, TBN 1123 would like to request taxi to runway 8 for IFR departure.
TBM 1123, runway 8 taxi via Alpha.
Taxi to runway 8 via Alpha, TBN 1123.
Negative, clarified departure runway 8.
This is the other thing. It keeps telling you negative or whatever when you essentially set, you know, that. So taxi to runway 8 via Alpha. All right, let's do Sayintentions.ai. By the way, that accent that guy has is totally wrong. I feel a little bit kind of put off by that accent. It's not anywhere close to the Spanish accent from anyone from Puerto Rico, which includes myself, so I would know. All right, so we are on tower. And let's do that from Sayintentions. Aguadilla Tower, TBN 1123 would like to request a taxi to runway 8 for IFR departure.
TBM 1123, Aguadilla Tower, taxi to runway 8 via Alpha.
Taxi to runway 8 via Alpha, TBN 1123. So both of them gave me Alpha. And that's good. Which is in front of us. and I didn't get a negative or anything like that. Kind of a nasty. By the way, I'm not trying to put down this because you know, I'm just trying to point out some of the differences here, and I do get a lot of negative, and it feels a little bit of kind of a scolding type of thing. And since we have some clouds and precipitation here, I'm going to turn on our inertia separator, pitot, and stall heats, and that will be good. Aguadilla Tower, TBN 1123 at runway 8, ready for departure.
TBM 1123, Aguadilla Tower, wind 060 at 11, fly heading 090, runway 8, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway 09, runway 8, clear for takeoff, TBN 1123. All right, let's request that from Sayintentions. Aguadilla Tower, TBN 1123 at runway 8, ready for departure.
TBM 1123 wind 050 at 5 runway 8 cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading until reaching 1,000 feet. Then on course.
Clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading until reaching 1,000 feet. TBN 1123. All right. Runway heading set on the heading bug, and let's get going. Let's set the power. Turn on our weather radar here. Power set. $80 knots, V1, rotate.
All aircraft be advised, information Oscar now current, altimeter 29995.
Well, that's actually nice. All right, we ran out of runway here, and tap the brakes and gear up. A little bit of turbulence over here. Whoa. Yeah. Set the yaw damper here, and autopilot on, and we'll just click on the heading here just to fly runway heading.
TBM 1123, contact San Juan Oceanic radar 135.7.
All right, let's go to 135.7. Center TBN 1123 with you at 2,000 for 4,000.
TBM 1123, San Juan Oceanic radar. Good day, identified. Climb to 7,000 feet, altimeter 29995.
Identified and climbed to 7,000, altimeter 29995, TBN 1123. 29995. We did the
TBM 1123, turn left, heading 060.
Left, heading 060, TBN 1123. All right, so
TBM 1123, turn right, heading 105.
Turn right 105, TBN 1123. Alright, so do that. Now the issue with Sayintentions is that we need to go to 121.7. Center TBN 1123 with you at 4,000.
TBM 1123, San Juan Oceanic Center. Radar contact, climb and maintain 7,000, turn right, heading 270 vectors to Borinquin, then own navigation.
Climb to 7,000, turn right, heading 270 vector to Borinquen, then on navigation, TBN 1123. Alright, so I'm going to turn into nav mode here and just follow the flight plan, and let's climb to 7,000.
PBM 1123, contact San Juan approach on 120.9er.
120.9er, TBN 1123. Let's stay on clearance over here. So I'm sorry, on center.
TBM 1123, clear direct Pueblo. Resume on navigation.
Clear direct Pueblo, and we'll resume on navigation, TBN 1123. San Juan Center, TBN 1123 with you, 5,500 for 7,000.
TBM 1123, San Juan Oceanic Center. Good evening there. Just to let you know, the QNH is 1013. Keep that in mind, all right?
Isn't that nice? I love it. We'll make that switch. Thank you very much, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
PBM 1123, contact San Juan approach on 120.9er.
120.9er for San Juan approach. Thank you. San Juan approach, TBN 1123 with you at 7,000.
TBM 1123, San Juan approach, roger. Arecibo QNH 1012.
Alright, so we have to get into a San Juan approach here.
TBM 1123, expect radar vectors, runway 10. Report ready for descent.
Expect vectors for runway 10 and we'll report ready for descent.
TBM 1123, expect radar vectors, runway 10. Verify ready for descent.
Alright, So we'll tell them we're ready for descent. San Juan, we are expecting runway 10 and we are ready for descent.
TBM 1123, fly present heading, descend to 2,000 feet, altimeter 299er5, Luis Munoz, Marine Airport landing runway 10.
Flight present heading, descent to 2000, altimeter 299er5, landing at runway 10, TBN 1123.
TBM 1123, contact San Juan approach 120.9er.
San Juan approach on 120.9er. San Juan approach, TBN 1123, with you at 7,000 for 2,000.
TBM 1123 San Juan approach. Expected ILS runway 10 approach into San Juan. Be advised that IFR approaches are still under development and are unlikely to work properly at this time. Improvements are being made daily, but strap yourself in for a bumpy arrival.
Alright, I'm getting crossed here. Just want to make sure that
TBM 1123, verify information hotel.
I'm a little bit late here for Beyond ATC. Information hotel verified.
TBM 1123 San Juan approach. Descend and maintain 2500. QNH 1012.
Approach runway 10.
Altimeter 299er4, visual approach runway 10.
Negative runway 10.
That's what I said. Runway 10. Thank you.
TBM 1123, fly present heading, intercept the 10 localizer, descend and maintain 2100, altimeter 299er4, vectors for the approach.
That's a bit different here. Flight present heading, intercept the 10 localizer and descend maintain 2,100 vectors for the approach. Alright, I'm a little bit overwhelmed here with the I'm a little bit early here on my descent. So keep it like that. It's hard to keep up with.
TBM 1123 San Juan approach, turn left, heading 085 vectors for the ILS runway 10 approach.
Turn left 085 vectors for the ILS runway 10 approach. Thank you. Alright, so turn left 085, which is where we are now. Almost. We'll do heading mode. All right, well, so far both of them are doing good. You can see, you know, hopefully you're starting to see some of the differences here between each of them.
1123. All right, you'll want to reach out to San Juan Oceanic Center. Dial them in on 118.15 when you can.
We'll turn into San Juan Oceanic at 118.15. Thank you. All right, so let's stay here with Beyond ATC. They gave us present heading. All right, so descend maintain 2,100. And let's do that. And QNH. Who gave me the last QNH here?
TBM 1123, turn right heading 100.
Turn right heading 100. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay with Beyond ATC for this approach. As I understand that Sayintentions are still having some issues with approaches, but we've done this approach with Sayintentions, and actually has been pretty good. So I'm gonna see how Beyond ATC manages this one, and we'll go silent on Sayintentions at the moment.
TBM 1123, airport is at your 12 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field in sight, TBN 1123.
TBM 1123, clear visual approach runway 10.
Clear for the visual approach, runway 10. Thank you, sir. All right, so
my pleasure. Enjoy your flight.
they gave us initially to intercept the localizer for 10, and then they went to visual, but we have it on the approach mode. We're gonna intercept that ILS and do it like that. And let's bring down our speed here.
TBM 1123, contact San Juan Tower 132.05.
Tower on 132.05, thank you. San Juan Tower, TBN 1123, with you at 2100.
TBM 1123, San Juan Tower, wind 080 at 7 runway 10, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 10, TBN 1123. Zero is to our left. Speed is good. Did I say did I mention I'm using active sky? Let's see how that works. The sky looks pretty good. Clouds look good for this area of the world, the tropical. Let's see how the plane behaves with any turbulence that we may encounter here. And we do have some, yeah, good. We're doing good. Now we have some scenery issues here. This airport is a payware airport. All right, just a bit off the center line here, not too bad. Landing rate was perfect. Let's take this exit over here.
TBM 1123, exit right at Sierra 8.
Exit right at Sierra 8, TBN 1123. I believe that's what
TBM 1123, contact ground 121.9er.
ground on 121.9 or TBN 1123. San Juan ground, TBN 1123. I would like to request taxi to parking.
TBM 1123. Welcome to Luis Munoz Marin Airport. Say parking or advice if need assignment.
Ground, we'll take any ramp, TBN 1123. Now that was weird. Like he got stuck in there. Or maybe he's drunk.
TBM 1123, ramp 71. Scenery at this airport is incomplete and a taxi route cannot be created. Taxi at pilot's discretion.
Taxi at pilot's discretion, thank you. Yeah, that... something wrong with the scenery on this airport here. Alright, we'll have to use our best judgment here using Navigrounds and ramp 71. I just don't have the ramp information here. So I'm just gonna take whatever. Let's clean this up. Taxi lights are on. Pulse light is off. Yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong with the scenery at this airport today. Well, like I said, it's a payware airport, so that's probably the issue. And for Beyond ATC, so it's understandable. All right, so it looks like I was trying to do a replay here on using Sky Dolly and at Throw. So I'm just gonna review here our flight here with both of these services, Sayintentions and Beyond ATC. I would say that it was pretty successful. We got, you know, we were able to see some differences here in how they approach this flight. And so we get some different frequencies where we have to switch between the frequencies. That created a little bit of an issue. We were able to manage those frequencies differences here to complete the flight. There was some differences in the flight plan, and we got some inconsistent directions here, not too crazy. Some, you know, differences of you know, 5-10 degrees to the left or to the right. Not a big issue. Both of them did okay. So you can see how Beyond ATC, how the scripted nature of it makes you kind of like follow a lot of the procedures, and if you're not correctly given the information that they want, they'll go back negative or whatever. Sayintentions, it's different, more flexible in how they approach this. So for example, you can request a change in squawk and they'll give that to you, and that was very helpful for this particular flight, as we needed to have both we needed to have the same squawk number for both services, so that was helpful. So the other stuff comes down to, you know, what do you need from an ATC services like this? You be okay with the scripted nature of Beyond ATC. It does a good job. Do you need the premium voices? Probably not. For what you would use this, you probably don't need the scripted voices. That's my opinion. Beyond ATC, does it have VFR flying at the moment? No, it doesn't. I don't know what their plans are for that. Sayintentions does. You can fly VFR. You can actually do fantastic VFR flights. They do VFR flight following. They'll vector you across different airspaces to get you where you need to be on your VFR flight following. You can, if you're not familiar with Tour Guide on Sayintentions.ai, go ahead and take a look at that. Go and click down the link below and take the 24-hour free and take the 24-hour free service they give you and try it out. And try out the tour guide. It's fantastic. You fly VFR and you're bored, and the tour guide gives you all kinds of information and makes it fun. So there you are, my friends. Leave me a comment down below. What do you think about the two services? Where do you think you'll go with it? Are you going to use Beyond ATC? Are you going to try Sayintentions.ai? And what works for you in your flights? All right, so thank you, my friends, and remember, Sigi Air will get you there. And Sigi Air is best in the air. And like I said before, I don't make this stuff up. I'm only told what to say. I'll see you on the next one.